Thanks. Yeah. So thanks for that generous introduction. I don't know if that introduction really suits me that well, but
I read up a lot about you last night, so like.
Thanks. I'm happy to kind of talk a little bit about InVision today. So I know that most of you folks are entrepreneurs that already either have an idea or already working on an idea. So I'm going to just kind of talk a little bit briefly with some introductory remarks about how InVision came to be, how it got started, and then sort of deep dive into the product and all the different areas that you can leverage the platform for, and kind of deep dive into how you might actually use it if you already have some designs. So InVision was started out by our two co-founders, Clark Valberg and Ben Nadel. You can find them on our homepage somewhere. Our CEO, Clark, was working at a design agency based out of New York called Epicenter Consulting. And while he was there, he realized that he needed to basically visualize an entire user journey. Here, I can pull up the Epicenter's website here. He needed to visualize an entire user journey and work that through with a customer so that basically you can visualize everything before going to engineering. And we all know that engineering costs are extremely high, and the cost to kind of change up a design after you've already sort of made up some code is really expensive. So he built InVision sort of as a pet project with his engineer Ben. And this pet project, 4.5, 5 years later, has now become InVision. We've gotten several rounds of funding. It's been fairly successful. And so that's kind of where we are today. So how many of you have never heard of InVision before? Okay, so a couple of you. So I'll kind of start from the beginning and then kind of catch everybody up. And for those of you who have been using InVision, how many of you are designing in it, who know how to deep dive, who use prototypes? Okay, awesome. So 4 or 5 of us. Okay, cool. So what is InVision? InVision is a design, prototyping, collaboration, and workflow platform. There's a lot in that statement, I know. But you can leverage InVision on a variety of different levels. You can use InVision to brainstorm, ideate in a collective space. So we have a Pinterest-style method for brainstorming and reviewing content in a single source of truth called boards. That's our inspiration and ideation. We also have a live capture Chrome extension where you can pull in live images and put them into prototypes. We have a whiteboarding tool where you can invite unlimited participants completely free and dive in and draw simultaneously. InVision automatically assigns a pen color to every participant and then generates a legend for you at the end of the meeting and makes those images available for you afterwards as well. We also have our prototyping component. That's our console view, where you can bring to life flat image designs and make hotspots and link those images together. We also have a commenting mode and a workflow where you can track the progress of that work through a project management tool. We also have user research tools built right into the tool. So you can instantly send your prototype that you've made inside InVision to a participant completely free, unlimited times, get feedback on those users, and have a video that plays back right inside the portal. And then engineering handoff, InVision will automatically redline your designs if your designers are using Sketch, and then automatically measure the pixel distance spacing and provide all that engineering detail to your engineers for coding. So there's a lot. Everything is tied together through this single thread called feedback. And you'll notice that everything inside InVision is built on the premise of gathering and collecting feedback in a single source of truth. The whole point of InVision is to enable you to iterate on your designs really, really quickly. It's so that you can really take your designs, go to the next phase, test them, rinse and repeat. Go back, change your designs up, rinse and repeat. So that's sort of what InVision is about.